But one of the guys at the house started going off about a new drug, LSD, and how he planned a trip for us. I stuck out my tongue like an obedient child and he placed a tiny piece of paper on the end of it. And now we wait. We had no idea how much was on the paper, as they had been pre-soaked. So we had no idea what was going to happen, or if anything would happen. I complained that it was fucking boring. That this was a fucking boring drug. And I reached for my kit to fix to help the acid. But Jack said, "No!" You're going to sit there and wait for the trip. Just for once, do what you're fucking told! That shut me up. I waited, stopped complaining, and then it started happening. My knees started twitching. And then I felt so cold. He wrapped us up in a comforter, giggling and shivering. And then I was boiling hot and started stripping off my clothes. And then he stopped me. Something was changing. I looked at my body without my shirt. My perfectly bound chest and I started seeing things. Jack, sensing my fear, pulled me closer. He said, "Shh, Erica, it's okay. I'm here. You have nothing to be scared of." And then I looked around. And I lost my fucking mind. Holy shit! My 3 trolls suddenly appeared to me at the foot of the bed that we were on. But one of them looked like my mom, forcing an ugly dress over my head. Another one was in handcuffs on its knees, begging me to do something. I closed my eyes, and I could feel myself falling down a hole. I opened my eyes, and I could see the dirt walls surrounding me as I fell. Ah! Faces screaming at me! No! Get away! Get away! Ah! Ah! Motionless and white and dead. Foam oozing out of the mouth. Dead and lifeless. And then I stopped falling. And I was suspended there. And then I started floating up and up and up. And then I separated myself from myself. I mean, I was floating. But I was also the one observing myself floating. And the compassion I felt for this little being under my gaze was incredible. My eyes filled with tears. I could see her getting skinnier and skinnier. And her little bones were poking through her skin. Pain was so evident on her face. And I wanted to comfort her, but all I could do was watch. And then I saw them. And then I was her, and not the one watching. I was feeling them falling on me, surrounding me. Maggots. Millions and millions of maggots. They fell on my body. They were devouring huge chunks of me were being eaten away, and I was terrified, struggling against my death. But a calmness I have never felt before washed through my whole body. And I felt lighter lighter and lighter. Like a feather. Floating in the breeze, being carried by the wind. I was weightless and free. Pieces of me were gone. But I was whole. I was complete. And completely free. I felt tears on my cheeks. And I felt a gentle finger brush them away. I looked at Jack, and he held me close. I cried into his arms for what seemed like hours, and when we woke later, he still had his arms powerfully, protectively around me. I got up and gathered the family. I was changed. I had a new focus. And to make any of it happen, I had to leave. I packed my things and hugged them goodbye. And I moved back home.